Hi everyone, I'm Natasha Hamilton, luxury realtor with eXp Realty, and today I'm breaking down the King City real estate market for December 2025. So this is a data-driven update designed to help buyers, sellers, and homeowners understand what's actually happening in the housing market, and more importantly, what it means for you moving forward. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so that way you never miss a real estate update in your area. Now let's get into it. So let's start with the big picture. So King City Market has gone through a major shift in late 2025. We've officially moved from a seller-dominated market into a buyer-leaning, negotiation-driven environment. So this is one of the most meaningful corrections we've seen in several years, and it's creating new opportunities depending on whether you're buying or selling. So when we look at the key December numbers, the story becomes very clear. Inventory is up about 20% year over year, and sales volume is down roughly 15% compared to 2024. And days on market have actually increased by about 12 days on average. So, together, these three metrics confirm that buyers now have more leverage, more time, and more choice. So, what's actually driving this change? So, first, we've seen a significant inventory surge, giving buyers far more options. Second, buyers are taking more cautious and strategic approach, which explains the sales decline. And third, properties simply need longer exposure to sell in this environment. So this is no longer a market driven by urgency, it's driven by value. So another key factor is pricing pressure, especially in this luxury segment. So the sale to list price ratio has softened. Negotiations are now standard, I would say, and the high-end market has entered what we call a deep buyer phase. So luxury homes are experiencing the most adjustment, both in pricing and expectations and time on market. Now, it's important to understand that King City behaves differently than the rest of King Township. While the township overall sits in the low to mid $2 million range, King City consistently sells above the township average due to its location, schools, and the lifestyle appeal. So, with that said, price sensitivity increases as price points rise, especially in today's modern market. So when we analyze pricing trends over time, we see something very interesting. So month over month, prices showed a modest increase in December. Quarter over quarter, we still saw positive growth through quarter four. And year over year, prices actually remain higher. So, however, this is important, but the momentum is cooling. So this tells us the market is normalizing, not accelerating. Now let's talk specifically about the luxury segment. So luxury homes in King City are experiencing reduced competition, fewer multiple offers, and more conditional deals. So buyers in this segment are analytical, they're patient, and value focused. So luxury pricing today must be defensible, not aspirational. Inventory is one of the most telling indicators right now, and active listings are up approximately 25% year over year. And new listings are entering the market at nearly 1.8 times the rate of sales. So we're sitting at around 3.2 months of supply, which firmly supports a buyer leaning market. When we look at sales activity here, we see the same trend. So sales are down about 12% over the last 30 days and 15% over the last 60 days compared to last year. So this doesn't mean demand is gone. It means buyers are being selective, thorough, and very strategic. Days on market have increased significantly. So in King City, homes are taking about 58% longer to sell compared to previous years. And buyers are comparing more properties, bringing back conditions, and making decisions based on value, not fear of missing out. This brings us to the sale to list price ratio. So we're well below the peak pandemic years when homes routinely sold for over asking. Today, negotiation is the norm, not the exception. So buyers are often offering 3 to 7% below the list price, and even more on overpriced homes. On the financing side, the environment has stabilized. So the Bank of Canada held rates steady through quarter 4 of 2025, and both fixed and variable rates have been trending slightly downward. So this has improved buyer confidence, but buyers are still cautious, not reckless. For buyers, this market offers real opportunity. So you have more inventory, more time, stronger negotiating power, and the ability to include conditions again. So this is one of the strongest buyer positions King City has seen in years, especially for qualified and paired buyers. For sellers, success is still very possible, but the strategy has changed. So accurate pricing is crucial. I can't stress that enough. Presentation and marketing matter more than ever, again, and homes must be positioned properly from day one. So overpricing leads to stagnation and ultimately lower final sales prices. So price your house right, people. So looking ahead, forecasts point to gradual rebalancing in 2026. Moderate pricing appreciation is expected as supply and demand realign, and King City's fundamentals remain very strong long term. So those who make smart decisions in today's market will be well positioned for the next growth cycle. One final point, King City is not one single market. Pricing varies street by street, lot by lot, and school zone by school zone. So luxury buyers behave very differently than entry-level buyers. And generic GTA advice does not work here. This market requires hyper-local expertise. So if you're thinking about buying, selling, or simply want clarity on what these numbers mean for your situation, I'd be very happy to help. I offer property specific pricing analysts, custom buyer strategies, and seller positioning plans based on live data. You can call or text me directly at 226-974-6544 or message me King City and I will get you your personalized update. Again, thank you for watching and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and I'll see you guys in the next video.